I support the Women's League of Voters because since its inception, the League's aim has been to empower people to participate and have access to the democratic process. This was important 100 years ago, and it couldn't be more relevant, it couldn't be more necessary than it is today to have people use their voice and have people exercise their right.
Hi, I'm Paulette Burdick, and I support the League of Women Voters because we challenge efforts that threaten our democracy and limit the ability of voters to exercise their right to vote.
I joined the League because it's issue-based. It's the only way that we can bring justice, social justice, and well-being to our communities through education, advocacy. We have to serve the people, and the League truly dedicates itself to doing that.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because I benefit from it personally. Being a part of this community has made me a more informed and active part of my community. But also, I support the League because it does so much to empower voters, to make democracy work. It really is the missing piece in our democratic process. It helps empower voters, and it helps the overall system function in a fair and just manner.
I joined the League many years ago because I wanted to learn about the amendments. I wanted to understand about the whole voting procedure. I joined in 1964, and I've been a member for all those years. I still learn every day from the League of Women Voters. So I'm happy to be a part of them, and I'm happy they're still going strong after 100 years.
I support the League of Women Voters for a number of reasons. I think it's a wonderful way for women to learn about their government, as I did when I joined about 60 years ago. Here I was, a young mother, out of school, not working, taking care of children, and what it did for my brain, I can't tell you. It made us learn about subjects we may not have learned about before. What government does. Government affects everything we do. We need more people to join the League and to join other like organizations to learn about how important every vote is.
I think the League of Women Voters matters because we research very important topics and advocate for what we believe should be done by the state. And we get many people registered to vote, so I think that we do important work.
Hi, I'm Elaine Goodman. I'm a 25-year member of the League of Women Voters, and the League is my passion, as anyone can tell you. If there's a problem, I try to fix it. If there isn't a problem, then I'd say, hey, congratulations. The League is there. It's there for the community. It gives all kinds of information that you will need, especially when you're voting. And when the women won the right to vote, it was a miraculous day. So please join the League or make a donation. We always welcome that.
I support the League because it's one of the only organizations that looks at the facts and studies the facts and then comes out with a nonpartisan consensus on what's right and what's wrong, or who's not who, because we don't pick a candidate, we pick a policy, and no one else does that. And so we're trustworthy because of that. We're smart women, and we look at everything.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because they educate and empower voters. In a recent push, the League has gone out of their way to send these postcards to those that may have felony convictions, letting them know that they may even be eligible to vote in the upcoming November election.
Hi, I'm here to express my support for the League because of the excellent work they do out in the community with trying to help people register to vote, making sure that as many people as possible are part of our democratic process. And the League also, for me, every year around voting time is especially important with the guide that they put out. I really am able to get a true understanding of what candidates really stand for so that I can make a more informed decision.
The League educates and advocates for its members and for the community. They do studies in action and provide information to all of us. So I gladly and gratefully support the League.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because it's a place where we can volunteer, research, and educate effectively.
Like the League of Women Voters, I support active participation in all citizens' right to vote. I support educating our community about the issues that affect public policy. I support empowering voters to defend the democracy. As a woman, I stand among the largest and most powerful voting bloc in America, women voters. Happy 100th anniversary, League of Women Voters.
Thank you, League of Women Voters, for making all this possible. I support the League of Women Voters, and I've been proud to be part of the League and work on voter registration and voter education. Amen. Keep it up 100 more years.
So I think it's so important that we vote, especially we as women, take this power into our hands, because what we need to realize is that we're the majority in this country, and we're the ones that can really instill true change, and our vote is our voice, and we owe it to the generations before us and the generations that come after us to make sure that our voice and every vote counts in each and every election, not just the presidential ones.
Just wanted to say congratulations to the women of the Voters League, 100th anniversary. Congratulations, and here's to 100 more years.
Hi everyone, my name is Jim Bonfiglio. I'm here with the League of Women Voters at Compass. The League of Women Voters is helping to register voters for the November 4 election. It's just a fantastic organization. I've known them for years. They hold voter forums. They conduct debates between some of the candidates. They're nonpartisan. They issue papers describing each candidate's position. They help you determine whether or not you want to vote for or against constitutional amendments. Everything on the ballot, you go to the League of Women Voters and they have information for you to make an informed decision in November. So remember, get out and vote. Get your absentee ballot, vote early. Drop it off at the early voting sites, or drop it off at supervisor election, or drop it in the mail. But if you drop it in the mail, drop it in the mail early. Jim Bonfiglio, thank you very much.
I joined the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County, and I've been with voter registration now for 4 years. I have never been happier with meeting all the wonderful people and learning so much, and going from one park to another and learning from so many people. Congratulations on our 100th anniversary. I've never been happier. Congratulations.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Randy Finoli from Say Yes to the Dress on TLC, and I just wanted to say thank you to the League of Women's Voters for all that you've done for your 100-year anniversary of getting people registered to vote and getting them educated about what's happening politically. So thank you so much for all you do, and once again, congratulations on your 100-year anniversary. Mwah!
I want to say a happy anniversary for women and all people of different races and nationalities for having the opportunity and the right to vote in the United States.
Why do I support the League of Women Voters? Everybody should have the right to vote. Everyone needs one of these. I registered to vote because it is the American thing to do. Thank you.
Thank you to the League of Women Voters for 100 years of service to our community, to our county. Best wishes for another 100 years. Have a great evening.
Congratulations, 100 years of women voting. Let's keep it up. It's important to have our voices heard, and thanks to the League for supporting voting for so many years. We appreciate you.
100 wonderful years of the opportunity for us women to vote. Happy anniversary for 100 years.
And I support the League of Women Voters because of their commitment to helping former felons get their voting rights restored.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because of the amazing educational presentations you do and the valuable resources you provide to the residents of Palm Beach County. Thank you so much for all you do.
Hi, I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because of all the good work that they do in voter education. I enjoy being part of the Young Leaguers and enjoy working with a group of young folks who help to register voters, plan events, and discuss different issues. Happy 100th birthday to the League of Women Voters.
As a full-time working mother, I don't have much free time. This makes me especially appreciate the League of Women Voters and that they keep me educated, informed, and involved. They help me stay informed as to both local and national issues, as well as allowing me to volunteer the little time that I have, while knowing that as my time opens up, I'll be able to grow with the League.
I support the League of Women Voters Palm Beach County because they are a valuable resource for the community. Whether it's with their voter guides, which I'm able to pass on to family and friends for areas that I haven't personally looked up on, or whether it's their meetings where they provide different subject areas that are relevant to us living in the community, or whether it's the community service projects, which I'm able to participate in with the Young Leaguers. Everything they do is to benefit the community. It's nonpartisan, and it allows for them to provide a greater impact. And so that is why I support the League of Women Voters.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because the work we do is important, and without us, it might not get done.
I support the League of Women Voters, especially during these unprecedented times, because of the vital role they've played in making sure that every citizen has the right to vote and that their voices are heard. It's been over 100 years since women like me have even been able to vote. And it's been 100 years that the League of Women Voters has been fighting against voter suppression, has been educating our public, like with this year's voting guide, and has been working tirelessly to make sure we can safely vote.
I am Nikki Decateau, and I joined the League of Women Voters because of the 2016 election, when I decided that the American electorate needed education on the importance of informed voting. I turned to the League of Women Voters, the pillar of voter education and activism in our country. I found my home in the Civics Education Committee with its mission of educating the public on our government and getting citizens to vote.
My name is Christine Campbell DeBoer. I support the League of Women Voters for many reasons. Empowering voters, defending democracy is something I believe in from the tip of my toes to the top of my head. Our Civics Education Committee provides reliable information on government and public policy issues. We've developed some very fun educational tools and approaches that we think encourage thoughtful debate and discussion about the history, principles, and foundations of not only our American democracy, our current policy issues. We have a little bit of fun when we get together. We love working with the schools. We really encourage civility and critical thinking. And we love talking about voting, volunteering, the courts, and joining with others to improve society. We are a team that enables individuals to realize the importance of their vote and every single vote.
Thank you, Christine. I'm Lori Jewell, and I joined the League of Women Voters to improve civic education for students and the community, as well as impact voter registration. With the 5th largest voter registration drive in the country in 2019, the Palm Beach League of Women Voters is at the forefront of empowering voters.
I am Barbara Walker, and I joined the League of Women Voters after the 2000 election. I joined the Committee for Civics Education because that is so much needed in this world, an informed voter.
Hi, I'm Phyllis Goldenberg, and I joined the League of Women Voters in Palm Beach County about 4 years ago. I was appalled at the turnout for the 2016 election. It was only 58%. And I feel passionate about voting. I think it's every citizen's right and responsibility. I would even like to fine people who don't vote. Anyway, civics education was a new committee, and it sounded like it was something I'd be interested in. And we've had a wonderful time creating critical thinking worksheets, the mini crossword puzzles, PowerPoints. It's been a lot of fun. It's a great team.
We are delighted to be a team to tell you that all of us want you to get out and
vote.
Vote.
I'm super thankful to be a part of this amazing group of individuals and organization, as I've learned so much about helping others, reaching others, and the importance of education, and especially within the Civics Education Committee. I've learned all about women's suffrage, our history, how to engage others, and that's super important, especially for me, as I love to help and inspire the youth. And I think it's super important for our voices to be heard. And that's such an amazing thing that they've been able to do, and I'm so lucky to be working with them.
Hi, I am so excited to tell you how I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because of all the valuable work that the League is doing by providing voter services and influencing policy through education and advocacy. I enjoy serving on the Civics Education Committee and helping in various ways, helping to register new voters. I believe it's our important mission to educate the public and encourage everyone to vote.
We had great plans to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County.
Big fancy party at the Kravis Center.
With a lot of VIPs, all dressed up and ready to party.
Live music.
Special speakers. We were going to raise money through sponsors, donation, and huge ticket sales.
And then the pandemic hit.
But the centennial of the women's right to vote is too important not to celebrate, particularly in this election year.
So we moved our birthday party online. We still have the great music.
Several inspiring speakers.
And it's all free. Although we may still be asking for donations going forward. Hey, 2021 is coming.
Because even with the election over, hopefully, we still have a lot of important work to do. And that's why we're proud to support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County. Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for joining us for the centennial celebration of two important events, the founding of the League of Women Voters and the signing of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. I am Ken Thomas, President of the League of Women Voters here in Palm Beach County. You have already heard why so many others support the League, and I agree with them all. But my first experience with the League back in 2012 was most impactful for me and why I am a passionate supporter today. You may recall there were about 15 to 16 different amendments and local issues on that ballot. That year, I had the opportunity to assist the League in Broward County with conducting community briefings on the meaning and impact of those ballot amendments. Also, in that November election,
The lines were extremely long, hours long in many locations. While in line to vote with hundreds of other voters, slowly making progress to the voting booths, several people in line near me were trying to figure out what those amendments really meant. Because of my experience with the League, I was able to help them and a growing number of voters understand the intent of the confusing ballot language and to complete their sample ballots while in line. I support the League because it has this type of impact in our communities. And for 100 years, the League of Women Voters has been serving our communities in the most impactful ways through local leagues. The work of Carrie Chapman Catt led to national voter registration drives, voter education, and child labor laws. Helping to pass the Voting Rights Act amendments of 1982, the National Voter Registration Act or Motor Voter Act in 1993, and the Bipartisan Campaign Finance Reform Act of 2002. And her DNA still runs strong here in Palm Beach County. Led over the years by strong leaders like Janine Wester, Kath Thompson, Joan Karp, and Karen Wilkerson, the Palm Beach County League has taken on hugely important programs and issues, such as advocating for the restoration of voting rights for returning citizens and fair districts, registration of new voters at high schools, naturalization ceremonies, and public events, publishing a voter's guide to help citizens cast informed votes, and keeping attention focused on protecting our election systems. These are but a sample of the accomplishments of your Palm Beach County League and about all I can talk about without having to issue a spoiler alert for the rest of today's celebration. So relax and get ready to celebrate the centennial of these two milestones for our democracy. I hope you enjoyed the program and experience the same pride that we all feel as we support the League of Women Voters.
Most of our audience knows about Frank. We fans read his hilarious columns in the Palm Beach Post, and we attend his presentation at the county libraries and at FAU, and then read his two very funny books, Shady Palms and Pelican Park. Best of all, Frank Cherubino is an expert at needling politicians. He's a wordsmith who knows how to make us focus on a variety of subjects, like climate change, or world trade, or iguanas in his pool. Because of his last name ending in a vowel, you're not going to be surprised to learn that he plays the accordion. He also plays a soulful saxophone. Frank and his wife have 3 adult children and live in Boca Raton. Why is he our special guest speaker for our 100th birthday of the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County? Because he makes us laugh and he fills us in on the realities of life. Underneath that humor lurks a man with intelligence and caring about social issues. So, take it away, Frank.
Hello, I'm Wendy Sartori-Link, the Palm Beach County Supervisor of Elections. I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because of their tireless efforts to engage the community to encourage all eligible voters to register and to vote. Our office is proud to collaborate with and assist the League of Women Voters on their various educational initiatives. 2020 marks the 100th anniversary of the passage of the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. What better way to celebrate this anniversary than casting your ballot for the upcoming general election? Voting is one of the most fundamental liberties that we have as Americans, and it's how we make our voices heard. Get out and vote.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because they have done an amazing job advocating on behalf of the citizens of Palm Beach County in Tallahassee. The League always comes up to Tallahassee and lets their issues be known to all the legislators so that we can all work together to support them. Whether it's women's rights, whether it's equality, whether it's making sure that our voting is done properly, the League is always there advocating for all of us. And I am so thankful to have their support in Tallahassee. Thank you and congratulations to the League.
I'm Dorothy Jacks, the Palm Beach County property appraiser. There's many of reasons why I support the League of Women Voters. Most importantly, it's about education. It's about how the League provides opportunities for you to learn about all kinds of public affairs and all kinds of current issues in our world. You know, locally, the League has been exceptionally helpful in allowing people to get their message out through the voter guide and through other resources, through political forums, and providing a nonpartisan place where people can go and get information about their candidates and, more importantly, about issues. I've worked with the League on a number of amendments, making sure that education was out there about them. And I just think that the important work of this great group of people needs to go on for another 100 years. So congratulations to the League. I'll be a League member as long as I'm a part of this community. It's just a great organization to know about. Congratulations again. I hope the 100 years just leads to another incredible, successful centennial. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Palm Beach County Commissioner Greg Weiss, and I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County because they make sure that we're educated about all the issues that appear on the ballots. They make sure that people are registered to vote, and they inform our community about so many important topics.
My name is Doug Crane, Director of the Palm Beach County Library System. I support the League because they played an instrumental role in laying the foundation for a county-wide library system. The League of Women Voters first took up the mantle to establish a county-wide library in December 1963 when they hosted a panel discussion with county commissioners and city librarians. Recognizing that the purpose of a library is to collect and guide the use of material to enable as many people as possible to apply it in their daily lives, the League determined that a county-wide library system was required to meet our residents' need for information. They also envisioned the pivotal role bookmobile services would play in getting resources to residents in remote areas. The League of Women Voters ran a publicity campaign to educate the public, which paid off when a county library system was established in 1969. It has grown from one storefront location to 17 branches that serve a district of almost 1 million residents with a collection of almost 2 million items, including books, DVDs, periodicals, and electronic resources. Thanks to the perseverance of the League, the Palm Beach County Library System is able to fulfill its mission of connecting communities, inspiring thought, and enriching lives. Congratulations to the League of Women Voters on your centennial celebration.
I support the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County. Thank you so much for all that you do to encourage people to vote, to influence policy, and ensure we have a democratic process. I'm Rita Barretto, Chair of the Florida Commission on the Status of Women. With the 100th anniversary of women's right to vote, I can't think of a more appropriate time to celebrate all that you're doing. Thank you, and I wish you continued success.
Hi, I'm David Silvers, your state representative for District 87. This year marks the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment, when women across our country won the right to vote. And our fight for equality, equity, and a level playing field for all is not over. There are still big issues we're working towards, ensuring the right to vote for disenfranchised Floridians and eliminating gender pay disparities and other forms of discrimination. Together, we'll never stop fighting for fairness, justice, and equality. The League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County has been on the front lines of this important work. Thank you for all of your hard work, and let's keep moving forward.
Hi, I'm Mary Mertz, and I support the League of Women Voters Palm Beach County because of the important work we do in our local communities. We research issues of critical importance to our residents. We encourage them to participate fully in their local governments, and we remind them to exercise their responsibility as Americans to vote. And we do this all while having a great time with a wonderful group of people. So why not join us? And you too can soon celebrate and support the League of Women Voters in Palm Beach County.
I support the League, well, because of the people. There are men and women, League members all around this country that believe in what happened 100 years ago is really important. The mission is defending democracy and empowering voters, and that's what we do. As far as Palm Beach goes, we have 700 members. We have a wonderful league that every month, every week, we have committees that go out and do exactly what that mission states. So I hope you enjoy this celebration, and to all the non-members, take a thought and join the league.
The League of Women Voters has stood the test of time, celebrating 100 years as an organization. The League has a special place in my heart because our volunteers are the very best, and they work tirelessly to educate, advocate, and serve our community. From voter registration to voter education to advocating for policies, the League continues to form partnerships to create positive change within our community.
I'm Joan Karp, a proud 56-year member of League, 25 of them in Palm Beach County. I joined the League as a young mother for intellectual stimulation. It has been my avocation ever since. My earliest experiences were in a small suburban town where we could have easy access to town government and elected officials. As my family grew and lifestyle changed, some of the skills I learned through League helped me in my work experience, and later I put to work as a retiree in PBC. I've grown so much from working with wonderful, intelligent people who became good friends. I contributed as president of the PBC League, as well as almost all the other board positions and the Speakers Bureau. Over the years, visibility and respect for the League from elected officials improved. Now in my second retirement in the Midwest, I'm a member of the Hamilton County, Indiana League, and I'm in the process of learning how things work here.
I'm Darlene Kostrup, and I support the League of Women Voters because they study vital issues and take positions on so many of the issues that I care about. I serve as membership chair, and it is my pleasure to see literally hundreds of new members throughout the year join the League and become engaged in issue groups that are taking real action and making an impact in our community. Having served in leagues in Pennsylvania, Alaska, and now Florida, I am amazed at the deep contributions that the League has made and is making all over our country.
Hi, I'm Dornette Ware, Treasurer of the League of Women Voters of Palm Beach County. I support the League not only because it provides voter services, it is always on the forefront of justice and change, and continually fight to improve the lives of the members in the community that we serve. From the beginning of the suffrage movement 100 years ago, women have fought for a right to vote. I've come to realize how important it is for me to raise my voice through my vote. I'm honored to serve with this inspiring team of men and women.
Hello, I'm Deborah Chandler, a proud member of the League of Women Voters. In 1920, 6 months before the ratification of the 19th Amendment giving women the right to vote, during the National American Women's Suffrage Association Convention, the League of Women Voters was founded. I proudly stand in the shoes of Carrie Chapman Catt, the League's founder. While Carrie Chapman's shoes are very difficult to fill, my feet, along with thousands of others, walk in her footsteps, proudly empowering voters and defending democracy. Thank you.